Welcome back to FaceitTV, ladies and gents. We are here, me, DDK, James. Got some awesome cash action coming up. But first, you're probably wondering what happened to that last game. They are going to play that game later, as of course they're experiencing all these DDoS issues, so it's going to be played later on. But now, LDLC, Virtus.pro, cash. What more do you want? What more do you want, James?
Yeah, this is going to be fun. Two aggressive teams clashing heads here. We're going to be in the knife soon. And that's what it needs to be said about that.
One thing noting is that we had LDLC, their last cash match, I do believe, was, I think I played that match. No, I didn't play it. I cast that match with TossBot. And it was the last match of that night we had TossBot in the studio for. And they didn't really deliver. They had loads of problems against Fnatic. They really did. They struggled. Nothing seemed to click.
It is Fnatic, though. They are bodying everyone. That's
true, but at the same time, LDLC, we didn't see, apart from the first couple rounds, we didn't see the regular strats. We saw everything felt like crisis management. They never got to make a play, and it seemed kind of weird. I hope today that LDLC are a little bit more on track. Yesterday, we saw great games from them, and I do believe we are jumping into the knife relatively soon, so you guys don't have to wait too long for this game to get underway.
Indeed, and speaking of knives, CS Go Lounge have generously given us a knife to give away. So not only do we have 4 knives to give away, now we have 5 knives to give away. This is getting a bit ridiculous, guys. I don't even have... I'm running out of ideas.
These knives are piling up.
I'm running out of ideas. So we'll come back to you on as to how we give away that one, because, I mean, just order knives.
Order knives. So what's your favorite cartoon that you watched when you were growing up?
I don't know. Thundercats?
Thundercats. Were you a fan of, like...
I was a fan of Thunderbirds as well, but that wasn't really technically a cartoon.
I was always a Snarf fan. I could really relate to how he would always mess everything up. I found that very relatable.
Okay.
Snarf.
Virtus.pro will start on the CT side, it seems, after winning that knife round.
I also had bed sheets which were themed.
I had Thomas the Tank Engine did bed sheets. For a bit too long.
For a bit too long.
Okay, here we go. LDLC on the T side, which I think is I'm looking forward to seeing them on the T side.
Yeah, man.
That's where we see their strats here.
So we see them do the biz. Can I make a prediction? I'm gonna make a prediction.
Okay.
So. Okay, so the last time these guys played, actually, first before my prediction goes live,
the last 2 times.
It was 16-14 on cash to LDLC. But my prediction is just a super fast hit to a site, and they just care about getting the bomb down.
I think you're a bit late to predict that.
I know, right? God damn it. But that's what I was going to say anyway.
Do you know what my prediction is?
You just have to trust me. And what is your prediction?
Pain.
The pain train is coming. Something like that?
No,
I don't have the voice to pull that stuff off.
No.
God damn it. All right.
You ruined it there.
Well, Virtus.pro, they're about to ruin moments here as well. They figured this out. They're already rotating. The site has basically been given up by them. They're just deciding, okay, let's take this into our own hands. Let's do this our way. Let's go for the retake. And so far, kills coming in left and right, but it's all for LDLC. The terrorist side are taking no prisoners. Only shox down so far, as NBK will find himself one onto byali. And it is a 2-on-4, a most desperate situation for the Poles, but it's Pasha to try to work things back in their favor. And got 2 players in A main to deal with, and it's not going to be doable. So the first round going to LDLC, a wonderful start for them. And we can quickly check the betting here now, and you can see that actually people don't know, man. They just don't know.
It's fairly even, technically speaking, across the 2 sites, eGaming Bets and CS Go Lounge. Slightly in the favour of LDLC on eGaming Bets, slightly in favour of Virtus.pro on CS Go Lounge, possibly because of Virtus.pro's performances yesterday in the FACEIT League, which were very strong indeed.
Alright, so a quick bit of pressure coming in towards the B site. And actually some damage being done, but it's SmithZz to lop off the head of Snax as Happy does take control of middle. Just uses those ranges.
Excellent spray control there.
Effective indeed. And there's Pasha now with the scout. Could still do some damage. And it seems as if he's only of the mind to do damage if prompted to do so. If he is to be stepped upon.
I do wonder where SmithZz's gun is, and if Pasha will try to discover it. May as well go for the upgrade.
You can't upgrade from the scout. What are you talking about?
A fair point. Can't argue with that. This is a cool gun. Really expensive though.
Is it really?
It is indeed.
Cerberus.
It's interesting how when he fires it,
Isn't Cerberus the name of the Hell Dog or something?
it's had like 4
Hellhound?
heads or 3 heads.
Yeah.
But if you pay attention to the gun DK, you will see that does indeed have a hound.
Beautiful. That's what I like to see. So LDLC with those 2 easy rounds it seems, and Virtus.pro now going for the full eco. So we are seeing a single smoke grenade on Pasha. It was just tossed into middle. This is going to allow them to get close and to get the fast rotation in. We're going to see LDLC, of course. They don't want to mess around. Fast play into 8. That is the order of the day, as we see Happy with a quick double kill on the entry. Lovely stuff there. And LDLC with an easy take of the side. Nothing to see here. In comes Pasha. There goes Pasha. In comes Snax. And there he goes as well. Not much to be found here. Of course, they are just playing with the starter weapons. Not very potent. Need a couple bullets to the head to really take him out.
You sound like a game show host today.
Do I really?
Yeah. Like one of those kind of early 90s ones on like a snooker show or, I don't know,
I love
Bullseye.
I love snooker. I always would love.
Do you remember Bullseye?
No, I don't remember.
With Jim Bowen?
Nope.
No? Stuart would.
Why are you comparing me to Stuart?
Stuart would know.
That's not fair at all. He's really tall and handsome. He's got so much more than me. Alright, SmithZz going to be the man in B storage here for LDLC. They know that the buy is coming here for Virtus.pro. We can see a distinctive lack of grenades from Virtus.pro, however. This is certainly going to be quite difficult to deal with. As, you know, there's no real counter flash possibilities. If a team just rushes them, the counter flashes aren't really going to work out. We've got AKs against M4s. This is looking certainly precarious for Virtus.pro, but still there with every chance to take this round. LDLC just, you know, making themselves known all over the map. Just using the item times. I'm playing Quake right now. Just using the timer there, just to make sure that they can catch aggression should it befall them, but it's not to be. And here we go. It's the standard delayed mid play with the wall of smokes into the B split. Virtus.pro. They aren't ready to deal with this though, but they're getting caught from 2 angles at once. Great stuff from LDLC once again. Just pushing on through, pushing through the pain. In goes the smoke for CT spawn, and they have the bomb site. Virtus.pro once again in a very dodgy position. I was going to try to make a peek, but really this is quite difficult. The smokes are still alive. And he does not have anything but a decoy to work with, so they are going to fall back now. A sensible option.
This is not looking good for Virtus.pro so far. 0-4 on the CT side. They are dangerous on both sides, but obviously want to lose as little rounds as possible, as few rounds as possible on the CT side of this map and any map. But that bomb is going to explode. And let's see what the money's looking like for the CT side here.
The thing about that round, which was interesting, I felt like Virtus.pro could have predicted what was going to happen. Because from all the cash that I've seen lately, when LDLC can't find anything, they and other teams as well, they often say, okay, we didn't run into anything early on. There's no aggression to work from. We've shown presence all over the map. Delayed wall of smoke on middle, B split. That happens so often.
Look at this push through mid here from LDLC. Smoke is not going to deter shoxy from pushing out.
In good positions there. They might just find themselves with some frags. But Virtus.pro still alive with a lot of rifles, so they'll have to be very quick on their feet. And it's going to be NBK with a quick triple kill on middle, and that's going to allow LDLC to do pretty much whatever they want. And Neo, well, he finds SmithZz that. Good defensive play there from byali. Neo will not find SmithZz, and byali left in the 1-on-2. Certainly very doable for the man. He has a kit, and he does have a flashbang to work with, so he has something. There is something there. And the bomb is going to get planted at the back corner, as it so often does. It's a pretty safe plant to make. Can still spot it from the vents room, more or less. byali certainly in with a very troubling time here. Look at this, completely smoked off on the front. Fired off on the top. Really killing a lot of time now, Virtus.pro. And byali's there's just not enough time, surely. Nice kill, though. Does get the frag onto SmithZz. It's pretty fast. He might just go straight in now. He's created this one-on-one. NBK has to actually peek, and he's going to go for it. And byali just did not know where he was. And NBK's element of surprise going to win the round in LDLC with another one.
5-0 LDLC, and they have a lot of money in the bank. NBK with 13,000, happy with 8,000. So they're going to be all good in the hood for a few rounds to come. And we have the fourth spot here from the CTs on round number 6, Pasha with the FAMAS. Taz with no helmet. And kioShiMa going to get some damage there on Pasha. Not a whole lot, but some significant. He does get a little bit tagged through that second wall as well. So wall's not really helping Pasha stay alive at the moment.
And once again, we're seeing a Virtus.pro with limited grenades. And grenades, they cannot be understated. They are incredibly important to the overall defense. And that is it. Happy with the wallbang. Severe amount of damage done to byali. This is actually the happy spot, because I've seen Happy do this so much more than anybody else. So I'm calling it the happy spot that byali is doing. And they're going to go for this A split right now, up short. This is a play that they've made before. They go through the smoke usually. And this is so dangerous. Look at that. They're going straight through the smoke. And Pasha spraying him down there. Happy in from Squeaky. This play has won them so many rounds, but this time it's going to come down to the individual execution. And SmithZz will fall. Happy has to make it work, and he cannot force it. And Virtus.pro will save the round.
So it's a good hold there, and a great call from DDK, who studies these demos all day. It's going to be Virtus.pro's first round on the board, but again, you can see their money is all over the shop, as they have been suffering so far. byali is going to have no nades to his person. Taz and Pasha, only 2 out of 5 players with diffuse kits here, so that may be crucial later on in this round. NBK on the boost spot is going to have peek, and he's going to take out Pasha with that shot to the head there, so deathmatch paying off. And that is going to give control of mid.
I feel like Virtus.pro have to do something right now. They've lost a player, and LDLC have already shown the propensity to just sit on these early round advantages. And we're going to see them actually take a look into A main. It's byali that's peeking there ever so slightly. Here it is again. He sees nothing. This is really important, this position to hold on to. Oh, Happy! Again, he does these crazy wallbangs. Unbelievable. And now it's a 2-man advantage. It's just unreal.
Happy's angles on this map are insane.
It's just he's so consistent. He's just so consistent with that. And if that doesn't show you how much work he's put into the game, just let his strategies do the talking, because we've seen a lot of those today.
He's like, what, bro? Bro? Someone was shooting at you, bro? Hey, hold on, bro. And shoots him in the head through the wall.
Oh my god. And LDLC just setting up for the split onto A. This should be pretty easy to pull off. And so far, so good for them. As once again, Virtus.pro in a terrible position. And this is what you were talking about, man. You're like, I want to see LDLC on the T side first. You know, I did as well, but this is why. We're seeing the strats come into play. We're seeing that wallbang knowledge come into play.
Yeah, this is really bad for Virtus.pro, and I think if it continues this way, especially how we've seen the recent historical dominance on the CT side from various teams, then they could be in a lot of trouble. NBK only with 10 HP, but he's still looking to pop heads here. He has got all the money in the bank, so it does make complete sense. Just going to hold an angle here, but Virtus.pro going to back off with the flashbang, 19 HP. NBK is just going to...
I think a really critical part of this match so far was that round when Virtus.pro, they played very passive. It was their first proper buy round, and LDLC went for the they went for the very passive picking style. Nothing was received because Virtus was so passive themselves. And then what they did was, okay, the delayed, again, the wall of smokes in the middle, the delayed play for the B split. If Virtus.pro had predicted that, which they very much could have from the metagame currently, then they wouldn't have lost 2 players in Vent Room instantly. And that's what lost them that round. And then they haven't been able to get momentum since. Since then, they've always had terrible buys. Not enough nades, all that kind of stuff.
SmithZz has gone towards B with an AWP. So we are seeing an AWP here for the first time on the LDLC side. And byali only with a 5-7, going to be in that same jumping spot. He's going to have to face up against Happy with those wallbang shenanigans. You can see them coming in there. SmithZz is down to 45 HP. He's just holding the angle on B at the moment as LDLC start to emerge towards A.
It is actually quite cool to call that the Happy spot, that the jumping up the wooden board there, because Happy people jump around, man.
It's happy until you get a splinter on your leg.
That's true. God, I hate splinters. We're actually seeing 2 picks here from LDLC. They are making themselves into middle right now. And they do have Happy all the way over an A, still providing pressure and delaying the rotation of the A player. And Neo's going to go in here. They do manage to get a couple kills together, but there are still 2 players left alive for LDLC. So this round definitely still to the advantage of LDLC, as I don't think Happy's position has really been discovered just yet. He's going to come in from the flank. Ooh, gorgeous stuff there. And now it's just Pasha left over. He knows where he is, takes him down. Pasha, he can potentially swing things back for Virtus.pro. If ever there was an important round for Virtus.pro to clutch, it's now this one on Pasha. He will do it, and that's going to be the defuse. Very well done by Pasha, and that's going to give Virtus.pro a little something. But if they lose this one, then their money's going to be completely reset.
Well, their money's screwed anyway. I mean, let's have a look. They just won the round there, but they only survived with 1 player, so that's going to leave them very short of money. But they are going to be able to get the AWP out, so we can see what they do with this here. And TaZ, again, isn't going to be able to, unless someone's dropped for him. Oh, they have indeed, so he's picked up as he run. So they've only got 1 FAMA, so this is a reasonable buy, but again, they are lacking on nades. Only 2 smoke grenades here, so we've seen how important the smoke grenades are on Inferno, but we have a fast push here from LDLC, so I think they're going to try and break the CT economy, what there is left of it. Straight away.
There's no Molotovs, so we're not going to see that crazy Molotov set play, but perhaps they got something new in the works here. This is already looking a little bit different with these smokes going in. A bit of a nice angle there to admire that from. It's just a couple smokes there. They're going to make their way in, wrapping around the site, but byali and TaZ locking it down. byali, look at this, the king of the mountain that is the A bomb site. And it's not really very mountainous.
That was a very, very important round for the CTs because they only lost 1 person there. And again, you can see what money they have left over, which isn't a lot, but it's something, and that's important. There are 6 rounds remaining, including this one, and we are going to see LDLC on the eco now. They had so much money at the beginning of this, the starting rounds of this map, but
they've got a smoke and 2 flashes. So the thing to ask right now is, what are they going to use those on? What can you use 1 smoke on and have it be effective?
Bomb site.
It could be very effectively used on middle.
We've seen the smoke
and
on the other side of where byali's standing, where the bomb is commonly being planted in that area, where TaZ is basically facing now.
I'd like to see that as well. But looks like they're going to go for the play towards middle. They still have, they still have the smoke on NBK. He can't die. He does take a little bit of damage. It's SmithZz that goes down. And NBK falls as well, and looks like this push is being quite quickly dismantled. That was quite odd how the auto-directed it, like zoomed out of the guy's corpse, but fun stuff.
That zooming thing, we've got to disable that. It's really irritating.
We need to check that, yeah.
Well, Virtus.pro finally getting back into this now. 4-6, so it's looking a lot closer than it was before. Pasha still with the AWP, and we're going to see shox with the AWP now, so I'm guessing they're playing for the spawn, because otherwise he'd never take it away from SmithZz. And he does get the frag on TaZ as well. That's going to be nobody in mid for Virtus.pro, and byali is going to be forced to rotate. We have Happy going back to the door area as normal, going to the wall bank, but won't find anyone just yet. We've got SmithZz hanging around outside B, may see Neo soon enough, so we'll see who wins that duel.
This is what I like about LDLC, what I loved about them all along, that versatility, throwing that AWP onto shox, and using that time and gets the pick. Now they can just sit on it a little bit, just use that time, and see what they can force out of Virtus.pro. Virtus.pro might think to themselves, okay, we're out of a... Oh, that's a nice chunk of damage to Happy there. Showing that he also can be wallbanged. He is not impervious himself. A bit of taste of his own medicine. But they want to look for Virtus.pro to say, okay, we're in a disadvantage. We should go find some information to increase our chances to defend. byali has a nice pick there on middle, though.
Excellent jumping from byali. He was jumping in a fashion where he would only have the slightest part of his body exposed for the slightest amount of time, then adjusted and ripped NBK's head off. So well played by him. It is, however, a 4v4, and as you said, looks like we're going to see the B push here from LDLC.
Yeah, going for that B split. They do lose the player in mid, though, so this is looking worse and worse for LDLC. Very nice kill there from kioShiMa, but they are very wounded at the moment. byali, if he just sprays through the smoke, it's all over. Does get the kill on to Happy. kioShiMa fighting back. Limited amounts of health at the moment. And that bomb has to be picked up. Goes for the one-on-one. Felt like he was forced to do it. And he was. And it's going to be another round for Virtus.pro. 5-6. And Pasha on that AWP. It's good to see And some incendiary. They can actually afford. That's like the luxury item. They can actually afford some fire now. Some fire.
All of a sudden, Virtus.pro turning it on, turning it up, turning it round, bringing it to 5-6 now. I think it was 6-1. So they're, or maybe 5-1, but
ooh, I think we're going to see that as one of these set plays with the mollies from LDLC. So
ooh, let's get
so pay attention, ladies and gents.
Skycam out.
They do have the 2 Molotovs there in play and 3 smokes. So there's no. The problem for them right now is there's no smoke on main. They need a smoke on main to actually cover this. This is why teams have stopped smoking main, so they can see what's happening. Because otherwise, the T's can just get behind them, throw these nades in for free.
Get on both sides. Yeah, you can. It allows you to basically cut the site in half with smokes.
So what might happen is an LDLC player might peek to prompt a smoke out from Virtus.pro so they can
byali is on the top holding a Molotov as well. He's ready to stop half of this push. And they have put 3 people around the A site, so they're expecting this.
This is very cool. And are they going to try to go for the peak now? There is 1 grenade. They're trying to smoke their way in now. Now they can try to get these Molotovs in. I feel like this is not optimal here. We'll have to see if they're able to make it work. If they're able to force this. But as you said, byali is up there on the outer catwalk. Some great kills coming in from him. And it is a slaughter on the A bomb site. It's only kioShiMa to actually make a response just there. But still, Virtus.pro, they are going to take this one. And that was a cool round though. That was pretty cool. Because I really think LDLC were like talking to each other. Like, guys, we need to, what do we do?
Yeah, the great thing is, as we've said previously, you know, LDLC being a new lineup now, the teams are starting to adjust to their plays. Before, as you said, A main would initially get smoked off straight away, but this time there's no smoke. They're not gonna help them execute their plan. There's some doubt there. You know, what do we do, etc. And Virtus.pro come out on top that time. Snax will get shot in the head through the door, but he will send some back towards NBK. See if Pasha gets the kill. Yes, he does, and byali gets one as well.
That is gorgeous. That just couldn't have gone better for Virtus.pro. They went for the peaks all over the place, and it's nice to mix it in, and they did get the result. So now they got Neo pushed into an advanced position, and that's going to actually get him a kill as well. He's got no element of surprise, but he's got B storage. LDLC have to come out with some really big frags, and it's just not going to happen. So Virtus.pro, man, they are looking great. I can't believe it. They were really struggling. They were really, really struggling. And then Pasha got the clutch, and since then they haven't really erred.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about that previous round, and just as an example of like when a new team's formed and they just start beasting people, the people that lose to them it doesn't necessarily mean that they're like a weaker team or a bad team. It's just it takes time for both teams. It takes time to gel as a new team. Takes time to adjust as the opponent, and we're finally seeing some adjustment there, like we see on Dust 2. People are challenging SmithZz Flashbang AWP in a different style, and now we can see they're adjusting to that particular push from LDLC on the A main. So kind of 2 months from now and onwards, well, from when they initially formed, we'll start to see where all the teams fit in the grand scheme of things.
And now they have switched it up. They are smoking off A main a little bit, and again, you know, LDLC are going for a bit of a passive round, probably going with the B split. We've got SmithZz in B storage. All the smokes are likely to come out on middle, maybe around the 45-second mark, 50-second mark, something like that, as they try to execute that. And actually, it looks like they are poking into A main a little bit as well. It could just be to, oh no, perhaps not, but yeah, they are going to go for that mid play. No wall of smokes though. In fact, because they are so low on grenades, want to keep them alive. And in comes the B split regardless. They are working with very limited resources as loads of action is coming in right now. And happy NBK able to get some kills. It's got to be NBK to try to save this. He will go down. And TaZ will pick himself up the AWP of Pasha. And it wasn't so bad. They only lost 3 players. That's actually more than acceptable. More than acceptable for their position.
shox has 1 kill.
Don't look at it, man.
That's not something you see every day.
It's an imposter. An imposter.
But now Virtus.pro have suddenly taken the lead as we go into the last round of the first half. All of a sudden, from 6-1 down, it's 8-6. What have they done?
They have broken LDLC, who are now going to try to break them in return. Very fast play up middle. TaZ going to go for the one-on-one. Takes down shox. NBK with the return. And Virtus.pro. They have byali on A main. This is a very important position. That shuts down or helps to shut down any A plays. But so far, LDLC yet to commit once more. Oh, look at this. The wallbang battle is just glorious. But LDLC, oh no, they're going to lose SmithZz. Great shot by Snax. And they were trying to sit on their lead a little bit. But Virtus.pro finding some shots. Good stuff there. Snax's kill, very important. Ooh, Pasha. Very nice kill as well.
All the angles, all the time.
And suddenly, what are we left with for LDLC? They have 2 players. If they communicate well together, it's kioShiMa and it's Happy. It's all about their good communication to create something together. So they're going to flash byali so that they couldn't get peeked as they're going through vents. Very smart. But Snax got to deal with him. They got the smoke for that. Now Snax is shut out for the angle. It's going to be Pasha up top. They're going to be aware of this. Up top, vents in the flank at very, very worrying positions right now. Snax just making some noise, trying to distract through that smoke. The bomb does go down. LDLC can certainly do this. No one said it was easy. So kioShiMa spotted there. There is Happy. Good little kill there. And oh, the team play coming in. 2 players dead. There's number 3. And they saved the round. That was beautiful.
Also play for here in the second half. 8-7 couldn't be closer together. So again, you've got to commend Virtus.pro for bringing themselves back into that round after such a massive deficit and economical damage.
Oh yeah.
So again, we can see NBK and Happy top fragging for the LDLC side, and we have byali as normal topping the board for Virtus.pro. Pasha close behind there, putting in great work with the AWP in the latter stages of that half. So we'll see what Virtus.pro have to offer on the T side of Cash.
Now this is where things get very interesting. I actually feel like the LDLC is still going in with a bit of advantage.
We've got 3-man push here towards the B bomb site from Virtus.pro, looking for an early frag. Gonna get that flash out.
Oh no, did you see that?
Ah, it was a decoy, it was a decoy.
Okay, right, alright. I thought that was supposed to be like a flash or a smoke or something.
Look at the push here from NBK, that's going to be a great information play, but he won't know if anyone is in A main just yet. He could meet TaZ to see who gets who first.
Well spotted by TaZ. Oh, wow, that shut down. Silencing TaZ. And he's going to go back to where it was A main. They still haven't committed to anything. They do take down a kill onto Happy in the middle. They still have to make the mid-round call though. Oh no, NBK going to fall, and this is going to definitely spell a lot of trouble here for LDLC as the A side is wide open, and Virtus.pro know it, going straight in there. The smoke is fantastic. Virtus.pro with every chance now. And a quick entry from byali. This will secure the bomb plant. kioShiMa and SmithZz going to make their way in. SmithZz from A main, very good position. Does have some angles to play with here. And there's a guy on outer catwalk. kioShiMa does take down Neo. byali at the back boxes. Snax takes down SmithZz as he comes from A main. Things getting very heated now for kioShiMa. He can't win this duel, and Virtus.pro will take themselves the pistol round. And LDLC. Now this is where problems begin. How to get that economy going.
The question is not if scout, but how many. We've got 2 so far. Is it going to be 3? It's going to be 3 people. We're heating up here with the scout buys.
James is going to start getting quite lively, I think. I'm just going to let... This is yours. This
My
is your
body
one,
is ready.
This is your one.
My body is ready.
You can take this round. Give you the scouts.
Oh, it begins. Neo with 12 HP. He's going to go down to the second one as well. That's not an assist maker. That is a veritable slaughter there. And that is a early disadvantage here for Virtus.pro. They do have 3 AKs. See if Pasha, with only a pistol, can pick up that weapon that has fallen. He's trying to get to it. Got some help with his friend. Oh, he's going to throw it to him. Would have shot it to him. Would have got a bit closer, but never mind.
I think Virtus.pro really just need to come together and just push down the site. They've heard a bunch of scouts. They know that there's at least more than 1 scout. At least 2. They know that for sure.
They've got 2 smokes. If they can take A main, it may be the best option for them.
That or a B play. Just get themselves on the site. They got to do that. They can't get picked. They can't let these shots just come in for free. And there it is. Smokes coming in for the A play. But look at the jump shots on A.
Dear.
The jump shots are unreal. And LDLC have just Pasha left to deal with, and he will go down. And they played into LDLC strategy completely. And Virtus.pro not with a good reaction there, I think. After losing the first guy was alright, but you gotta adapt fast in those scout rounds. We saw Dignitas. Was it Dignitas? I think it was Dignitas who also did a similar round with some scout buys.
You have to commend the abuse of the range.
Yes.
On this map with those scouts, that was painful to watch, and it was glorious at the same time. If you were anyone but me, it was painful. But for me, that was the truth.
That's what life is about.
That was the true death for the CT side.
Alright, in come the grenades.
Side.
They might be able to make this work actually. At the very least, they should be guaranteed a plant here. That's more or less. It's got to be guaranteed. Yeah, it's going down there. byali should be able to get that one planted. Oh, Neo, sorry, should be able to get that planted. And NBK just going nuts in the smoke. Does actually get a cheeky frag. It's all about the damage they can inflict. Already it's actually looking quite good. They got the bomb down, they got 2 frags. So things are certainly looking nice for Virtus.pro.
Ooh, shox, he got shot in the back of the head by his teammate there. Still got 64 HP though, but he's rocking the scout.
Oh my god, 3 from Pasha with the Galil. Do you notice how I didn't say Galil?
Indeed, we don't have a jar for that just yet.
Galil.
But pay attention to where the bomb was planted in that round, guys. I want to see more of that on the FACEIT Pug system. Because I don't think anyone... I've never seen a plant there outside of kind of like last week, really. Maybe it follows... I know someone made a video about plant areas. Actually, never mind that. We've got a 4-man push on the B bomb site here from LDLC. They're going to be up to some sneaky shenanigans. And the T side are heading in their direction as well. This could get very messy very fast.
And there it is, first kill onto shoxy, and they are going to be feeling pretty good about this stack LDLC. Smith's in the back. In they come. Smith does stick byali down.
TaZ with 1 HP, he's going to take out 2.
Neo! Neo, that's your friend! And it's a 2-on-2 all of a sudden. Thanks to Neo right there with that HE. And LDLC come in. Happy does have himself a scout. And NBK gets the headshots. Oh, with the last bullet! Come on! Last bullet! And that's going to be LDLC taking that round. I don't understand.
That was a catastrophe for Virtus.pro. They picked the wrong site. All the CTs were there. Well, 4 of them were there, but that was enough. That was enough. The P250 was real. The honest man's pistol popped some heads there in the headshot area. And that's another eco round for LDLC. They are keeping in this round with minimal purchases here. And again, we've got aggressive positioning here from the CT side. They've got 2 people in A main right now, and they've got 4 people around the kind of door area, but they are retreating here on this with a mixed spy from the T side.
Yeah, gotta find a way to use that armor. I think they just tossed over a bunch of nades towards A, and now they're just gonna go for the play here, just straight up onto the B side. Oh, byali! shoxy goes down and into the site. They try to move, but it's not happening. They are getting stopped. Pasha, Snax coming back. 2-on-2 now, and Pasha gonna make it a 1-on-1. Pasha can't clutch it this time. NBK gonna actually get the next round. So NBK, big results from him so far.
It's all tied up, and that is going to be in the CT's favor. Going to have Happy with the AWP now. So I'm curious to see. Well, Happy's rocking the AWP, but he doesn't have the spawn for it. So I'm curious to see where he's going to take this. And we have got the scout coming out here for Pasha. We've got full armor on most of the Virtus.pro guys with CZ. So they are looking for sweet revenge this round. Happy's going to go to the back of the A bomb site, try and get an early pick if there is a push. Looks like someone is. Neo's ping's gone up to 350, and the fun does begin once again. So we've got a stack around A main from the T side here, and the bomb is currently in T spawn, so he may be AFK for a little while. In the meantime, we'll see how Virtus.pro continue. Pasha is going to get a pick down on SmithZz, going to pop him in the head with the scout. And things are going to slow down for a bit here. We've got NBK in A main, and Happy will get a penetration kill on Snax. And the T's seem to just be hanging around in T spawn with their buddy who hasn't dropped the bomb yet. I know Valve have a config, so if someone's AFK for 30 seconds, the bomb drops automatically, but maybe it's not in competitive settings, so I'll just be admiring the scenery for the time being.
Oh dear, TaZ decides to just kill him.
TaZ is TaZ, and he's had enough of Neo's douchebaggery and has taken the bomb.
He's the victim here, come on. He's the victim, man. TaZ gonna go in though with this with the bomb. P250 in his hands, clasped tight together. Will take down NBK. Actually could just work in the plant, but here comes the Happy running gun. Got the AWP out now, and it's going to be the actually byali takes Happy down. That's an AWP not recovered. So we'll have to see actually how this comes to pass now. Obviously, got to get ourselves a Virtus.pro player back into the match, but so far it's kind of a weird game. It's like we've seen an LDLC who were doing really well in the first half. They got themselves like 6 rounds. Virtus.pro didn't look that good. They made some really big errors early on. They were forced to this situation where they had a lack of grenades constantly because their money just sucked. It just sucked. They couldn't get it going. And then there's this. I don't know if you've heard about this guy called Pasha. He clutches around for them. Then all of a sudden everyone's just like, I don't know, flexing their biceps and they're going for it. And they just don't drop a single round. They look amazing. They didn't really make any mistakes at all.
Yeah, his Pasha's AWP was really strong in that round. Again, second top fragger for his team, and that's really important. He was making the critical frags there. And yeah, they did string around like 7 rounds in a row together.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, 6 or 7 rounds in a row, which is really important. They got them back into the game. And it's worth mentioning as well that LDLC's anti-ecos got them back into the game in the second half as well, because really, looking at the money situation and how those rounds started and weapons they had, Virtus.pro should have a significant lead. They should have 12, 13 rounds. But they've lost 2 ecos, one to triple scout and a second one as well. So, you know, LDLC have really focused on those anti-ecos and abused the range on these maps with those scouts to keep themselves in this game. And it is 10-10 at the moment.
So I swear, this has to be a thing, all right? When you know there's like more than one scout, you have to just like be like, okay, guys, let's all just rush the site together, even if it has the scouts on it. Just use your smokes and then rush it down. Because the worst thing this is because we get to see these rounds play out again and again, and always the way that they win the rounds is by finding tags because the other team is trying to play picks against them, and they get a tag here, a tag there. CZ guy comes around the corner, does a quick burst, gets a kill, maybe picks up a weapon, and then things start getting out of hand. You lost like 1 or 2 guys before you can make the play, and that happens again and again.
You know what I love about the scout? So when we first started to see these scout buys, they weren't working. You'd have 1 scout, 2 scouts. Now you have 3 scouts, 4 scouts.
And that works.
And it works. It's like, I don't know, what's the problem with this scout strat? We need more scouts, guys. Let's get all the scouts. And all the scouts seems to work. So, you know, great plays. But now you can see, the scouts are guaranteed on the LDLC when they lose the pistol.
That's how you call the strat.
We need...
So what strat do you call it? It's like, all the scouts.
All the scouts,
and
yeah.
You call the strat.
The chalkboard in the training room just says all the scouts.
All the scouts.
All the scouts, not the scouts.
All right.
I
tried to get a bit street. I'm sorry, man.
Look, man, we've seen... how many jars do we need to get in this... we
need a lot of jars. Maybe someone out there can send us some jars. All right, so Dignitas. You guys may recall that they were playing the first match. They managed to actually defeat Titan 16-11 on Inferno. So very well played to Dignitas. They're actually going to be doing quite well on the rankings. They're actually the team that were first behind in matches played. So they're starting to get their games played and they're winning. They're taking the matches. So it's looking quite likely they'll be finding themselves in Milan in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and they have another match to play today as well, so we will see them later on. I'm wondering how many followers we have on the channel at the moment, so hopefully production can tell us in a second, because while we have a bit of downtime here, it's worth reminding, we have too many knives. We literally have too many knives.
We only have 2 hands.
We have too many knives, yeah, we just got like this many knives, and we want to give them to you guys, because we can't carry them all. We've got about 144,000 followers on the channel at the moment. If we get to 150, 2 knives are going to be given away today. So, if you're not following the channel, then make sure you are. When the raffle does go live, only people who are following the channel will be eligible to win. So, if you're not following, no knife.
That's sad, isn't it? But you can so easily fix that.
Yes, just by clicking one little button. And again, we should mention a weapon skins project. We are releasing skins every day this week. Yesterday we had the War Cloud. I think the link bit.ly/warcloud should be live if you want to check that out. It's got some Japanese kanji on the side of it, and it's a pretty cool weapon, and we may see more from that series.
James, explain to people what kanji is in case they don't know what it is.
They can Google it.
It's Japanese writing.
Thank you very much, DDK. So today we have another one. So can we see that on the screen, Mr. Producer?
Let's do it. I want to see some skins.
Dun, 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 dun. We need lift music here. Okay, here we go.
We need a skin for our grenade.
So there's the UMP Toxic, the Resident Evil style. This is the right map for it, actually. Because if you look at the cash collection, I've got the P250 with the skulls on it. It's called Contamination, but I've renamed mine Polonium 210. And this gun kind of fits this map as well. So
all right, you'll have to explain that as well, because that took me a while to realize what that basically the Polonium 210 thing.
You can Google it.
God damn it, James! What if they don't know how to spell it? Then they're screwed.
What, spell Google?
No, Polonium.
Google will help them. Anyway, I think we should probably go to a break while we wait for these DDoS issues to be fixed. fix isn't the right word, but I couldn't find the word I wanted
We have
to say.
we have a squad of people. We send them to the DDoSers and
DDoS
they
squad.
slap them.
Indeed. Anyway, we'll be back after these messages.
As the sun steps down and escapes the day, we'll calmly walk away from the fray. When structure falls and all else fails, we will build it once again. to grey. We'll calmly walk away from the fray. When structure falls and all else fails, we will build it once again. We can climb high, higher than before, or we could stand by while it burns to the floor, though we cannot fly. We will build and the wounds will mend as we build it once again.
Hello, welcome to FaceitTV. We are trying to. You're doing it again.
What?
I could just see it on the
What are you talking
on
about?
the preview monitor. You're like moving around weird.
What preview monitor?
This guy's up to something. All right, guys. So we're going back into the game. We had some technical difficulties there. Obviously, I can see it, man. I can see it in my peripheral.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We had some technical issues with the player there, and I think it was it TaZ? I think it was TaZ. That was
Yeah.
Neo. It's almost the same guy. They both play for the same team. Close enough. Anyway, Neo has some issues, and now he's back on the server. So we should be jumping in very, very shortly.
Great.
You are mental.
We are powered by Intel and Asus.
Unlike-
Are they going to come up? No, it's going to be FACEIT.
Unlike most places powered by fossil fuels, in France they love their nuclear power. That's the worst joke ever.
Oh my god.
It's good, man. It's not as good
I
as
can't take
last
this
night.
anymore. I can't take this anymore. I need.
Last night was better though. We had the knock joke.
We need a big red
Let
button.
me tell you a joke, James. I'm just kidding. I don't have a joke. I don't want to actually cause him to pull the pin out of his grenade.
I'm stressed
and take
right
us
now.
take us all with him.
Okay, I can't. This is all you.
You can't handle it. Get some coffee in, man. I'll see you in the next round. All right. We are jumping back in. Of course, we can first of all note the scout on Pasha. And let's see where he's taking that. He is going for the peek here onto the B story. So far, we're actually seeing also an aggression from LDLC. They want to get a bit frisky in the early rounds. But wow, a bit of damage done to NBK. Some good wallbang knowledge coming in. Great pop flash. Would you look at that? And it will give him a kill. kioShiMa going to retreat with that one. And shox can play behind the smoke. So it's all going very well for Virtus.pro. Sorry, for LDLC so far. You can see that Virtus.pro are still trying to find a way in somewhere. They are aware that LDLC have tried to be a little bit aggressive Obviously, first, I think it was TaZ spotting some wallbang damage into A main, but NBK going to re-peek it. Does get taken down by byali, so that is a weapon to Virtus.pro, but look at this rotation coming in. This is going to be very difficult to deal with. Virtus.pro going to make their way in regardless. Entry kill from TaZ, but he's lost 2 friends beside him in the process. LDLC now with a very easy retake. It's just Pasha left with the scout. Actually, no, sorry, the M4, but it doesn't even matter. We get ourselves a very easy round for LDLC, and of course another eco coming up for Virtus.pro. Had only they gotten the bomb down. And we'll have to see now what is going to be delivered in this eco round.
I got a tweet that says, "I only watch the FACEIT streams if James Bartolf is on there." Didn't mention you, buddy. Oh, you're gonna leave me hanging again?
I don't know what to say. I'm so sad now. So sad. That guy made me sad.
So we have an eco approach here on to the A bomb site. It's going to be the Conga line coming out, all the Glocks. DDK going to pick off 2 heads.
You say DDK? I think he did.
NBK.
NBK.
Wow.
NBK with the ace.
NDDBK.
NBC. NBK.
Oh, yeah, that's Stuart said NBC the other day, didn't
he did, yeah.
NBC.
NBC and LDC.
Oh, well, at least he didn't say MSNBC. Could have been worse, right? That would have been impressive if you went full retard. Said MSNBC now with the quick ace. So we've got Smith with the AWP for the CT side, all AK.
Oh, okay, the big smoke off here. They've basically occupied middle. And look at what this has forced here from LDLC. They got to back away. And now this is why going up short can be dangerous now. Some teams like to do that. But they forced LDLC to have a very focused look towards short now, as they've given up middle. So is it the B split? Is it the A split? That's the big question.
All in the face from NBK onto Pasha, so that's going to be him out for the rest of this round. We do have shoxy in a sneaky position behind that smoke. Can Snax spot him? If Snax drops down, maybe shoxy will hear it and get a quick advantage on him. Virtus.pro still occupying mid with player. Snax will find shoxy after all, as that smoke does dissipate, and that's going to be nobody on the B bomb site. We're seeing a double rotation here from LDLC, but they're going to slow down as they don't see or hear the legs on B.
Oh, this is so good by LDLC. They're not sending everybody towards B. And that's something that Virtus.pro being careful about. NBK goes to the peak, though. They're waiting for an LDLC member to try to get some info, but it's going to be NBK that does get the frag. So Snax gets a return, but he's alone. He's got nobody with him. It's just Neo left now. And perhaps Virtus.pro, once they had middle, they didn't have a plan. It looked like they didn't really know what they were up to, where they wanted to go.
Neo's got 552 ping. So I think we might need to get a sub, people. Because he is getting all
this match
the
has
DDoS.
been so awesome too. It's been a great match between these two teams thus far. Not including, of course, the DDoS shenanigans. And oh dear.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Perhaps that was maybe one of the reasons why when they got middle, they decided to just not do anything with it. Because usually what you see is that they're able to start pressuring into B, or maybe they get an immediate rotation into A main to try to basically work out, okay, where can we create the biggest opportunity for ourselves to get the highest success rate for the round. And once they're in mid, they just kind of sat there. And LDLC, they started moving in. It only really seemed like Snax was doing anything. Snax moved in to the vents and tried to find some picks, and he did manage to make some picks towards B, but his team seemed a little bit disjointed there, and that must be why Neo experiencing the lag. So very unfortunate. So I guess we'll have to see how this develops, and I imagine going to a break is probably the most sensible course of action at the moment. Anything you want to say, James, quickly before we jump into a break?
No, I think hopefully